Alright, what's going on, guys? Got another breakdown for UFC 267. This one's on the prelims. It's a banger on the prelims. At lightweight, we got Damir Ismagulov taking on Magomed Mustafaev. Mustafaev going to be at a 3-inch reach disadvantage. He's also 2 inches shorter than Ismagulov, and I will start with him. So Mustafaev, it's been a minute since he last fought. Last fought in February of 2020. And before that, it was April of 2019, but there's a lot to like in both those performances. Last lost a split decision to Brad Riddell. Got dropped in the first, but was able to battle back. Worked in some grappling to win some rounds that way. And yeah, it was just an entertaining fight. Not a bad guy to go to split decision with in Riddell's home turf in Auckland, New Zealand. Not bad at all. And then before that, that win speaks for itself. Rafael Fiziev, crazy spinning kick knockout. And, Fiziev has done nothing but improve. Riddell and Fiziev are actually going to fight now. And it's just been nothing but success for both of those guys. So it bodes well for Mustafaev. And before that, that Kevin Lee fight, Kevin Lee's solid as hell. I know things have not gone well for him. That D-Rod matchup was brutal for him. But Kevin Lee is still very, very solid, very accomplished in the UFC. And he was able to kind of walk through fire against Mustafaev, get him down, and work in the rear naked choke. But that's the thing with Mustafaev, man. This guy is very explosive. He's got a crazy arsenal of kicks. He's got a lot of power in his hands, and he lands crazy, flashy shit seemingly in every fight. Be it a spinning elbow, jumping knee, spinning back kick, something crazy. He's got a crazy good arsenal, and a lot of guys you see they throw that shit, but they don't land often. The percentage that Mustafaev lands these I say flashy shit, but the stuff that you don't always see, like the spinning attacks or whatnot, he lands it at a pretty high accuracy. So, yeah, Mustafaev is definitely dangerous, man. Um, that's why this fight's a banger. But sometimes he lets himself get a little tired if he goes to the spinning shit too much. He's kind of like a finish or bust type fighter, just about. But for Ismagulov, just very, very well rounded. Highly regarded prospect for a reason. Won all of his UFC fights so far, 4-0, all by decision, and beaten some very good competition in there. But before that, M1 Global champion, racked up a lot of wins in M1 Global. So this guy is proven. He's a little bit younger, and this guy is a big time prospect in the lightweight division. Kind of flying under the radar though. But yeah, he last fought in April or no May, and he won a decision against Rafael Alves. Battled some adversity in that one. It's his first fight in 2 years. I think that's kind of why Ismagulov just a little bit under the radar. But yeah, Alves is able to drop him in the first, but Ismagulov pops right back up, ends up working in some wrestling, salts that win away. And before that, went over Thiago Moises. Very good fighter. I think he's another underrated guy. Very well rounded. Joe Alvarez, definitely a guy who's trending up. I think they might be fighting soon on the 268 card or 269, one of them two. But yeah, Alvarez very good, very crafty submission game, and yeah, he was just able to outpoint him, outclass him on the feet. Was never able to get going, and that's the thing with Ismagulov. Just very well rounded game, very technical striking. He mixes in the wrestling well. He's got good wrestling, good top control. And yeah, it's just he's a guy whose game blends very well. Good fight IQ. Doesn't have crazy power, doesn't have crazy killer instinct, but if you watch this guy fight, his game is just clean. He finds ways to win fights. And when I first saw this fight on the card, I looked at the odds. I was looking for, where's like an underdog value. And I strongly considered Mustafaev. Like I went back and forth on this fight a lot. But if you just watch the tape, it's like I was saying, Ismagulov's game is just so refined. He just finds ways to win fights. He just does everything well. Whereas Mustafaev is kind of like I said, it's kind of knockout or bust with him. He's got a decent submission game too, but yeah, like Ismagulov has a chin. He's been proven. He's fought a very high level of competition. So has Mustafaev, but I just think Ismagulov is just going to be able to win this fight by decision. That's my read. But, you got 15 fights on the card. Underdogs are going to come through somewhere. And there's not a lot of underdogs I like on this card, really, if any at all. There's nobody clear. Let's put it that. So there's gonna be underdog wins, and we don't know where they're gonna come. I think there might be a couple crazy upsets on this card. It's set up for that. There's a lot of 3-1 favorites, but yeah, I saw the value in Mustafaev 2-1. This guy's very good. I just thought maybe the layoff he was being overlooked, but I just can't bet Mustafaev in confidence. I think Ismagulov's game is just too well rounded, and he's got the chin to really deal with some of the crazy shit that Mustafaev's going to be bringing to the table. So yeah, I do like Damir Ismagulov, but I'll tell you to be honest, I don't think I'm going to bet this fight. I think there's better betting spots, but yeah, I just want to give my read on this fight more so because I think a lot of people might have the same thought on Mustafaev. And yeah, man, I put a lot of time into the research on this fight, like a lot more than usual fights. Just back and forth, and I just can't bet Mustafaev in confidence. But you're gonna get a good value on knockout or inside the distance. You're gonna get great value on it, and you might even get better close to fight day. So I couldn't hate on just throwing a sprinkle on Mustafaev. I don't think I'm gonna do it personally, and if I do, it won't even be anything of note. But yeah, I just think Ismagulov is a solid fighter, and I did see that route for Mustafaev, but I don't really see it. I think Ismagulov probably by decision just gets this one done. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Sure to subscribe and take it easy.